Hi, I'm Carly and I make stuff, and I sell that stuff that I make at local markets. And so today I'm going to be making a display to showcase things that I make at said local markets using stuff I found at the dollar store. Except it's right before the holidays and they were kind of low on a lot of stock. I wanted to see if I could whip up something quick and easy because normally I have a tent outdoors and I can hang stuff from it, but this time it's gonna be inside, which is fine, not a problem. I can do that. But I wanted to see how I could best maximize space and do it on a budget. I figured I'd work with what I could find. I found these shelves, these 4 shelves. I knew that they sold these floating shelves, but I didn't know that they came in white. I've only ever seen them in black. They don't hold a lot of weight, but I'm hoping that they'll have enough for what I need. I'm thinking of putting like tiny little resin planters on them, or maybe some earrings if that's too much. And then I got 2 of these that I'd never seen before, just wall shelves. They're just a piece of pre-drilled wood with some string and a metal loop. Interestingly, the strings on these are different sizes. I don't know if that means anything or if it's just what was available or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think I'm going to be using it. I just needed a piece of wood, and this was kind of the biggest actually sturdy wood that they have. Ouch. Okay, so for the price of $7.50 plus tax, using these 2 items, I'm going to attempt to make a display that looks like it's worth more than $7.50. Hey gang, it's me from 2 years in the future. I'm just dropping in to add this disclaimer. In this video, I assumed that you probably already had things like a drill, a pack of screws, and some wood glue. The dollar store shelves do come with small screws, but personally I would recommend getting a variety pack from your local major retailer if you can. Technically the wood glue is also optional, but I highly recommend just having it around if you want to do crafts with wood. You might as well. You'll probably need it. If a big drill is not an option, you can also get a screwdriver for $1.25 at the Dollar Tree and use that, or you can get a hand drill online to drill pilot holes, which I probably would. Personally, I always have a little bit of acrylic paint around at all times, but if you need some, you can get it from the Dollar Tree, or you can get it for cheaper at Walmart. They're about 50 cents a piece from Apple Barrel. Either one, or Craftsmart from Michaels works just fine. Any old paint will do, yeah. You can make adjustments based on what you already have, your budget, and so on. That said, this price estimate is unfortunately not super accurate anymore, but since I didn't use all of the shelves that I bought from the dollar store and instead put that money to other things like glue and screws, I'm gonna say it all balances out to just under $10, and I'm gonna hope that's accurate. All that said, it's probably cheaper to just go straight to a Home Depot or Menards and get a piece of pre-cut or pre-drilled wood as is, ready to go, for presumably less, but hey, you live, you learn. The dollar store does have some really awesome pre-cut wood shapes that you can use as signage, which I did in this project, as you'll see in a minute. If we could just pretend that instead of buying 2 of those big wood shelves, I only bought 1 and then instead spent the other $1.25 on a funky wood shape, like I did. Let's just pretend that happened the whole time, okay? That's what that is. Also, sorry if I didn't already mention it, but I did only end up using 3 of those shelves. I bought 4 for good measure. I thought I was going to get adventurous, but it ended up with the signage at the top looking a lot better. It made sense. I tested both. You'll just have to believe me on that. Okay, now back to the video. Thanks. Rusty drill from Walmart, covered in paint, and some craft paint covered in more paint. I think I'm going to be using some just white craft paint to paint the wood pieces, just so it all matches, makes sense. I'm back. Did you miss me? I hope you did. Okay, so I finished making the thing, but I'm recording this on a different day several weeks later because it's a long story. A salesman showed up at my house and just interrupted everything. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Except I'm stupid and I didn't record any footage of me actually making it, so I'm really sorry about that. It was super simple though. I can explain. Okay, here's how I put it together. I had all these very, very flush and secure because I am good at my job. And Titebond wood glue, as I mentioned, just to hold everything together. Let me do a few poses with it. Kinda okay. not too bad. I could see it maybe on a, maybe on a wall. I'm thinking of adding some pins up here so I can kind of pin whatever I might be offering that day. It's pretty sturdy with the screws, but I definitely feel more comfortable now that it's glued with a lot of wood glue. Word of advice, drill pilot holes. That's pretty much the main. Measure and drill pilot holes. That's the advice. Send. Have a nice day.